Top 10 Misunderstood Animals.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. No matter where you are in the world, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm the voice of Knowledge Feed, and let's jump right into the action.
All in all, animals are pretty much judged like human beings. Sometimes perceptions and first impressions are accurate, but other times they are horribly incorrect. Just a disclaimer, we are not recommending you go out and try to befriend these animals, we're simply asking you to look at them in a new light. Number 10. Rats. Some rats are super cute, while others are what nightmares are made of. If you've ever seen a 30-pound dirty rat hanging out underneath the rails of a subway train, you know exactly what we're talking about. Rats have always been known for being filthy and disgusting creatures, ever since they were blamed for the bubonic plague in the middle of the 14th century. However, a 2015 study by NPR suggested that rats wouldn't have adapted well to the weather patterns of the time, and that the plague was instead caused by gerbils. All that being said, rats can most definitely still cause disease, but those diseases are typically caused by fleas in their fur, not the rats themselves. Rats and their insane gnawing ability may cause humans to squirm, but it's only because they're in search for food constantly. Like humans, rats prefer a variety in their food. Shockingly, rats are known in the scientific community for being incredibly smart. Many scientists recommend keeping rats as pets because of their high intelligence. Number 9. Wasps. I get it, it's hard to sympathize with insects for being misunderstood. Their appearance is scary enough on its own. Wasps and bees are amongst the most peskiest guests you don't want at your barbecue. They're intrusive, loud, and all around threatening. Wasps definitely do sting, but a majority of the wasp species don't even have a stinger. The flying soldiers also play a key predatory part in controlling other bugs that threaten the livelihood of trees and plants. Those bugs are important to the health of the plant as well, but only when they're regulated by the wasp. Like many other misunderstood animals, wasps typically only sting when they're threatened by an aggressive human. The more aggressive the human, the more likely the wasp are to retaliate. Number 8. Parasites. The term parasite is a pretty vast and all-encompassing term. Parasites live in every phylum of every kingdom of every life on the planet. These parasites are not meant to be confused with the non-parasitic or free-living life forms, but instead, parasites are the sophisticated organisms that live and breed inside the bodies of various wild animals. It may be crazy, but parasites are critical to the well-being of the ecosystem we all know and love today. While some are harmful, most are not. They do their job and keep animals alive and well. Number 7. Black widow spiders. Maybe we're biased, but there really isn't anything more terrifying than waking up to a big black widow spider in bed with you. Black widows are usually known for being highly poisonous and dangerous arachnids, sometimes even causing death. How can something so tiny instill so much fear in people? Because its bite is known to be 15 times stronger than that of a rattlesnake. But widow bites are honestly pretty rare, with the lethal bites being even more rare. Some scientists even say that this species of spider is shy, and honestly doesn't prefer being harmful to humans. Apparently, they are most likely to bite when being squeezed. For another quick tidbit of fun, listen to this. While some female black widows do in fact eat their male partners after mating, it's an overly hyped occurrence. Only 2 out of 31 widow spider species eat their male counterparts. Number 6. Termites. Termites may just be the creepiest crawlers out of all the insects. Their multiple legs and long, eerie tail make it appear to look like a small monster. But what exactly are the reasons as to why termites are so despised? We see ads for termite exterminators because we know they eat the wood in our homes. And obviously, we need those. But when taken out of domestic quandary, termites are both extremely important and helpful. Dead trees and dry dead tree trunks are a fire hazard, and also prevent new trees from growing in. That new growth is possible thanks to the hungry appetite of termites. They keep our forests healthy and fresh time and time again. Number 5. Sharks. Yes, apparently, sharks aren't as dangerous as you think they are. Media and movies like Jaws lead us all to believe that sharks are man-eating horror machines, but not such is the case. Around a dozen people fall victim to shark attacks each year, which is obviously a dozen too many. However, those numbers pale in comparison to deaths caused by water-related incidents like drowning. Sharks are smart and cunning, but that doesn't mean they purposely seek out humans on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, humans aren't necessarily considered a delicious snack to sharks when compared to other ocean creatures. And said ocean creatures need to be preyed on by the sharks in order to balance out a healthy, thriving ecosystem. Sharks are far from being mindless killing machines, and are actually very social amongst one another. That's good to know, because we still have no interest in talking to a shark anytime soon. Number 4. Dolphins. How can dolphins be misunderstood? They're smiley, cute, and playful. They do tricks for us at SeaWorld and guide lost ships into harbors. But not so fast. Dolphins can actually be quite dangerous as well. Dolphins are territorial and pack-hunting flesh eaters. Some dolphins have been observed provoking other animals, as well as sexually assaulting their own dolphin pups. That's right, if To Catch a Predator had an ocean edition, chances are a couple of dolphins would make an appearance. Some dolphins torture and kill baby sharks as well, even when they aren't threatened. So what's the catch? We may never know. Regardless, dolphins continue to put up a very good front, but we're on to you. Number 3. Cockroaches. Cockroaches are some of the most common pests in households and apartments. They just all around look terrible and almost always cause a great fright. The Blatea order includes over 30,000 species of insects known to man, but only around 12 of those are bugs that scare us in our apartments. In nature, cockroaches are incredibly important scavengers, where they populate plants, recycle dying vegetation, and prey on other harmful insects. As far as your humble abode goes, cockroaches can exist in super clean or super dirty situations. The bugs themselves are not dirty, as they are known to clean themselves religiously, and they are even cleaner than us humans. The only way cockroaches can welcome disease into a home is if they crawl through a germy trash bag first. So the moral of the story here is, you should most definitely remember to take your trash out on a frequent basis. Maybe even right now. I got time to wait. Number 2. Beluga Whale. You've definitely seen a friendly beluga whale or two at an aquarium or some sort of SeaWorld-esque presentation. The nature of their cute rounded heads makes them appear to be the happiest creatures in the sea. But that assumption is sadly not true. As it turns out, beluga whales are captured and trained not to fear humans. In Nilmoguba, Russia, hundreds upon hundreds of innocent belugas are rounded up each year by licensed trainers. That doesn't sound incriminating until you hear the reason why. They're trained in order to spend a lifetime performing for the entertainment and pleasure of human beings. Sometimes after being captured, they are so shocked by the change of environment that they refuse to eat. Those who continue that behavior are left to die of starvation. The odds are not in their favor either. Typically, only around 50% of the whales that are captured are able to successfully adapt to life in captivity. Next time you see a friendly-looking beluga whale, just remember, they may be suffering on the inside. Number 1. Pit bulls. The pit bull's loyal nature led them to once being labeled as America's dog of choice. They are easy to train and are gentle and loving around their owners. As a result, people started to take advantage of all the positive traits in the pit bulls by using them in dogfights, violence, and gangs. Oftentimes, pits are trained for gambling purposes like dogfighting, but abandoned or killed once they don't make the cut. Even worse, most were and are still abused to this day. News media reporting of dangerous pit bull attacks have swayed our culture largely against pit bulls. 1 in 4 animals taken to an animal shelter are pit bull breeds. And for some even more bad news, for those dogs, the average euthanasia rate is around 93%. Many people may be surprised to know that pits have an extremely friendly temperament. And yes, they do have strong jaw muscles, but that doesn't mean that once they get a grip of you, they won't or can't let go. We hope that this dog breed can be restored to its original popularity.
Did you like the video? If you did, let us know in the comments section down below. And while you're at it, subscribe to my channel Knowledge Feed for some more action just like this. I'll see you there.